Well, here we go again then, Elliot.
Stop everything you're doing and put your hands in the air. The boys are back in town. We've got another boy on the podcast today, haven't we?
We have indeed. We've got a very special guest coming up very, very soon. But before we introduce today's special guest, what random subject from everyday life are we going to be talking about today, Elliot?
Today is all about Conkers because we are bonkers for Conkers.
Exactly, we are totally bonkers for Conkers today, and we will be going down very soon to meet our special guest, Russell Ray. And before we meet Russell, basically, Conkers are considered to be the seeds of the horse chestnut tree used in the traditional game of Conkers, where they are drilled and strung to be swung against an opponent's conker to break it in the classic game of Conkers. Right.
Great, enough of this rubbish. Let's go meet him.
Let's go and get him. Here we go. Well, we're now live in the rabbit hutch, aren't we?
The three amigos are here. We're ready. We're off.
Welcome, Russell Ray.
Hello.
Welcome to Bonkers for Conkers.
Bonkers for Conkers, yeah.
That's what we call it, yeah. And firstly, before we start talking bonkers,
How are
Conkers,
you?
Yeah, how are you? How's your week been?
It's been very busy. As you know, we're live in the Rabbit Hutch and it's a busy community coffee shop. And every day is a different day in terms of customers that come through the door. Today being Saturday, we've had all the football training going on.
Yeah, we can see that outside, can't we?
We've had the cricket team here taking down their sight screens because the season's finished. I've had two people. I've had to give a guided tour of the hut for a parties that have got booked.
Yeah,
I've been over to the men's shed because they want to know about some staying they're doing.
A very
very busy day.
In case the listener doesn't know, Russell is a very busy man in our area. In case you want to see, so yeah, he does a lot. How's your week been, Elliot?
My week has been amazing. I'm feeling like a new swag guy. What about the other amigo? How are you? Sorry, how tall are you?
Well, yeah, I've had a good week too. Back to work after my injury. Yeah, you got any more banter, Elliot?
No, I don't think I really have. Apart from that, I'm raring to go.
Yeah, you're raring to go. You're raring to be bonkers for Conkers, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, Russell.
We're going bonkers.
Russell, we have got some Conkers in front of us. We'll talk about them a little bit later. But have you had like a long-standing interest in Conkers?
Absolutely.
Have you got like the Conker history?
Yeah.
Have you always been bonkers for Conkers?
Absolutely. and this really goes back to my school days, which ended in 1977.
Right, okay.
So you can tell how long ago that was. But
what was that secondary school that ended?
Yeah. Okay. So you can imagine being at school in the 70s.
Yep.
Conker season. Everybody had conkers.
That was massive, wasn't it? Absolutely
Everybody.
massive.
They were allowed in schools.
Yeah, of course they're not now, are they?
So I understand. They were allowed in schools, and every playtime we would be out there with our best on show, having a game. And break time would go really quick. Lunchtime would go really quick. So yeah, it was part of our curriculum, I guess. Back in the day.
I actually remember that as well. You know, I wasn't too far behind you, only about sort of 10 years. But yeah, I remember that well. That was a major playground game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In that era. And I suppose nowadays with you, Elliot, with your school, you don't do anything like Conkers, do you?
No, I have never played Conkers.
No, never at all. And of course, people do see them everywhere this time of year, don't they? There's a lot of areas where you can find them. Is there any special areas that you get your Conkers from, Russell, or anywhere in Caister where you would advise people to go to?
Best place.
Being a Conker champion from the late 70s, I would never divulge where I got my Conkers from. But let's just put it this way. I got my father to drive us miles to find the perfect Conker.
Did you? Right.
And when we found such a location, because the best ones are obviously ones where nobody's touched a tree.
Yeah.
We used to have long sticks on poles with hooks on the end to try and shake the tree and get the best ones down. And when you discover that golden tree, that location is kept secret.
So you definitely keep that a secret. Has that always been your secret, even from the early days of your school?
Yeah.
Keep it all quiet from your friends and everything.
Absolutely, because they always thought that they had the better Conker. Yeah. And really it's about the tree, how well it's established and the size of the Conkers.
Yes, definitely.
Not necessarily how big they were, but size and shape make a huge difference.
They do, don't they?
And of course, what you do with it, which is was also a closely guarded secret.
Now, in your travels, Elliot,
Yes.
in your tender years, with not much Conker experience, you have seen them around. You know a couple of places, don't you?
Yes. The cemetery.
The Caister Cemetery, that's quite good, isn't it? Yeah, we checked them out in there, Russell.
Yeah.
The Caister Cemetery. That's pretty good. Well, I'll tell you what, everyone, before we go on, we're going to have a very special treat now, right? We can have a quick random fact from Elliot about Conkers.
Well, to be a Conker champion, like Russell here, one of our amigos, you'll need a nut that's tough to crack. In fact, it's worth gathering a handful so you have some spares. Look for freshly fallen Conkers that don't have splits, dents, or soft spots. The harder and rounder, the better. To check for duds, place your Conkers in a bowl of water. The best ones will sink, showing they're solid and firm.
Wow, now that's a good tip.
That is a good tip.
Have you heard that one, Russell, about the bowl? That's a good tip to find the good Conkers. I think Russell's got another tip as well.
Of course, the actual word conker, I don't know if you know what that derives from, because actually it's the horse chestnut tree.
Yes, yeah.
The conker derives from the French word conche, which means hard nut.
Right, yes.
And that's where it derives from.
Well,
another random fact.
We've had two random facts back to back. Absolutely amazing. Now, tell you what, we were saying about the size of the Conkers, the hardness and everything. We've got some on the table here, haven't we? We actually can have a little look and compare these Conkers and see if there's any decent ones. So let's empty all these out. Empty a few out on the table.
You see that one's got a split where somebody's tried to drill it.
Yes, that was me last night trying to get a skewer in it.
Now, if you look at the angle of your hole there, it's not square in the middle for a start.
No.
So this side's going to be weaker.
Yes,
and an expert conker,
you would clock that straight away.
Would clock that straight away to try and hit that side.
Yes, you would. You would do, wouldn't it?
The other thing you've got here is this conker has got half of it missing.
Yep.
And sometimes when you open a conker pod, as I call them, you'll have two in there. They're like two halves that are joined together. That can be very useful because of the shape of it.
Yeah.
It's knowing what, like you say, what your opponent's got and what you can use on that game.
Definitely. And from these, sort of looking at these sort of fairly small conkers, really, aren't they? There's a couple here what I put the laces through last night.
Yep.
They're not too bad, I think. A nice shape, nice and round, nice and firm. And what do you think of these, Elliot?
They all look like fantastic conkers.
Yeah, they do. Oh, and of course, do you leave any out on your windowsill, Russell? So there's a few people who I know, because of the toxic the toxins inside the conkers, they leave them on windowsills to deter spiders.
Yeah, I've heard that. You can put them in the corners of rooms.
Yes.
There's a particular spider, the one with the long legs.
Yeah, because obviously, with it being conker season, hello, dog. It's also spider season, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah, folks, it's worth a try, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's worth a try if you have got a house that is prone to having spiders coming in this time of year. It's worth getting a few conkers. Just put them on windowsills, around floorboards, etc., to see if it does deter spiders. But it's supposed to. Yes. And we've compared the conkers in the bag. Now, I'll tell you what, this weekend, it's a very special weekend, Russell.
Yep.
Do you know that tomorrow, basically the second Sunday it's held annually, the second Sunday in October in Northamptonshire, it's the World Conker Championships.
Absolutely, and it was always good listening. We could listen to it on the radio. The news used to do a little spiel on it, but you very rarely see that now. But it's gone on for hundreds of years.
Yes, mate. I mean, what I found out is basically up to 5,000 spectators watch around 400 players competing in the knockout phase.
You could say there's 5,000 fellow amigos who are all bonkers for Conkers.
So, are we going there tomorrow, folks? Are you going to that tournament tomorrow?
I won't be going now.
No.
Is it on your bucket list to go to the
Not really. I think I'd just like to remember the days when we used to play it. And this time of year, in particular, when I see Conkers, always reminds me of that. And in fact, last weekend I took my 3 grandchildren to a secret location where I knew there was Conkers.
I'll tell you what, Russell's secret locations are quite legendary. Now, he has sent me some pictures of bins in the past from a secret location, bin graveyard. Now, I'm dying to know where that location is. But he's not letting it on. So Russell's secret locations are basically a treasure trove.
Yeah. So I took my 3 grandchildren to this secret location. One of them's 9, one of them's nearly 6, and the other one's 4. And I said, give them all a bag each. I said, let's get some Conkers. And they looked at me and said, Grandad, Conkers? What are they? They'd never heard of them. Yeah. So we started foraging near this secret location, and there was literally hundreds of them on the floor. And they they were fighting over the big ones. Yeah. They were stomping on the ones still in their pods to get them out.
And they had a great time.
Had a fantastic time. Yeah. And then their mother and father were looking up how to make a conker reef.
Conker reef.
So to hang on the door, which is customary in Norfolk.
Right.
To hang a conker reef up this time of year.
Now, that would be the ultimate, wouldn't it? Now, have you done one yourself?
Many years ago. What you use is a coat hanger to shape the wire into a circle. Because if you try and do it with string, it won't work.
Okay.
You shape the coat hanger into it and put them on a coat hanger.
That's good. That's a good idea, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially if you've got loads of spiders about.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could have a few of those around your room.
Halloween coming up as well.
Yeah. I mean, that's a great time of year, isn't it? You like the autumn, don't you? But when the conker season starts.
I like the leaves of golden brown.
Yes, yeah. And you see them all about. Tell you what, are we heading towards another random fact?
I think I can see one.
No, this is a good random fact, this one. Shall we have another one, Elliot? Let's go.
During World War I, the British government launched a campaign to collect conkers from children. These conkers were used as a starch substitute in the production of cordite, which is a solvent used in military explosives.
Wow. So even World War I, that we use, and getting children to collect them. And I suppose nowadays, unfortunately, that is a bit of a dying breed, isn't it, with children and the conkers and playing the conkers. So it's good to get this out there to raise conker awareness as well, isn't it? Have you? What's one of your fondest memories, Russell, from your school days? Have you got anything that stands out?
When you play a game of conkers and you beat someone, that conker is then known as a oneer.
Yep.
If you beat somebody 10 times,
that's it,
and it's still alive, it's a tenner.
Yeah.
I got up to a 39er.
Wow, that is pretty good.
You've probably heard of different ways to enhance the conker's life, if you like.
Did you go down that route?
Yes, I did.
I
put conkers in the oven.
Yeah.
I soaked them in vinegar.
Yeah.
It's also like you've got this one here on the shoelace in front of me. It's what you use in terms of string, because that lace has got to be on. But more importantly, the knot that you put on the end.
Yes, that is. All of these little things add up.
Yeah.
Now, we have got a beginner here. We've got Elliot. He's never played conkers in his life.
Right.
He will get a chance a little bit later.
Where's he been hiding?
I know, yeah. So it'd be great to see someone of your age having a little game. But shall we give the listener a quick rundown of the rules and see if you know these as well, Russell? I'm sure you do, or if you want to add any to. So, do you have some quick rules, Elliot?
Okay, quick rules. Wrap the loose end of the string around your hand twice.
Yep, and then one player dangles their conker at arm's length, keeping it still.
The striker takes a swing at the opponent's conker to try and smash it. If the attacking player misses, they have 2 more chances before it's their opponent's turn to strike.
And then you keep taking turns until one of the conkers smashes, and you have a winner.
When a conker wins the first fight, it's called a oneer, as we have mentioned.
Yep. And
if it beats another, it becomes a twoer, and so on and so on.
Exactly.
So I'd add into that as well that you've got the 3 strikes part in there.
Yes.
But there's also a rule that we play is called tips.
Right.
So sometimes when you swing at the conker, you'll hear a little sound where it just touched it, tipped it.
That's it. Yeah.
So that's classed as one of
that would be classed as a hit, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you'd still get another go.
And all those rules have been going for a long time, haven't they, since a game of Conkers started. But that is just a great little competition, and also the old playground days of playing them. Did you used to play it regularly? Was it like in your school breaks, or did you used to play at the end of school,
All the time.
holidays, all the time?
All the time. If you had a Conker that was above a tenner, you know that it'll be searching for you in the break at lunchtime after school
to try and beat you. And I suppose, and what was the highest one you got?
A 39er, and I remember that. Yep.
And do you remember the day when that was smashed?
I'd say around about the 26th of October,
really,
1977 to be precise.
Well, that is amazing. Isn't it?
3:31 and 10 seconds.
Oh, just before it got dark.
It was, yeah.
Dusk.
Yeah. Just before the clocks went back as well.
I mean, well, you must have had a few tears or a few quiet tears after that.
I used to keep all my Conkers in a sock.
Right.
And then hide them so that nobody could find them and try and pick a good one out of them.
That's good. So, I mean, really, Elliot, we're speaking to a little bit of a Conker legend, aren't we?
Conker champion, yeah.
Bonkers.
Yeah, he's totally bonkers for Conkers, like us two as well. Hopefully the listener after today will also be bonkers for Conkers.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're sort of loving your interest in the Conkers. Also, there is someone else we know, Trevor Rawson, who we know very well.
Yeah.
He sent me a photo for this one, so we will be using that one on the front cover of this. I know Trevor's into his Conkers.
Yeah.
And he'll be looking out for the World Championships, which will be played tomorrow.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're sort of still early in October 2025, so a little shout out there to Trevor. And we've gone on about the rules as well, haven't we?
Indeed, we
have. Great.
Yes.
Now, Elliot, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Well, anything else? I think it would be right to mention the song about collecting Conkers.
Ooh.
I remember this song.
Yeah.
Let's play Conkers. About collecting Conkers. I'm collecting Conkers. I don't remember the words apart from that.
Yeah, do you remember that one there?
I remember.
Do you remember that song?
Singing that in.
We never had mobile phones.
No, of course we did. No.
Or Google, or anything like that.
No, it was pretty much made up songs if it was anything. But I think I do know the one you're on about. But yeah, it's a great time of year, really. Like everyone walking home from school, and especially the people in Caistor who walk through the cemetery if they do, and seeing all the Conkers on the floor. It's a great autumnal sight, isn't it? Really.
We should, of course, give credit to the person who came up with the podcast title, Bonkers for Conkers.
Oh yeah, another shout out. Who's this shout out to, Elliot?
My mum.
Yeah, your mother.
Okay.
Well done, Donna, for that title.
The fourth amigo.
Definitely. Well, Russell, we've been blown away by your knowledge and your expertise with Conkers and your history, which is obviously still going now. And it's good that with your grandchildren, you're passing on that knowledge and that experience.
And that secret location.
And that secret, and they're obviously going to keep that quiet.
They've sworn to secrecy,
Do you reckon they're literally, they're not going to be telling anyone at school, are they?
No, I had to actually blindfold them to take them there. So they won't be telling anybody.
So and you just pass them the Conkers so they can feel what it's like.
Yep.
And they can sniff the area and the location and everything like that. Find out where it is. And we have got some more here. We've actually, soon folks, when we finish this, we are going to have a little game of Conkers.
Yep.
Just going to have a very quick game, because Elliot here has never played it. And we're going to get a few photos of us playing, just a few. And if anyone wants to see those photos, they'll be on our Facebook page, Everyday Life Podcast. Just go to that Facebook page, folks, and you'll see some photos of us attempting to play Conkers. Yes. So will you be looking forward to that one, Elliot?
Yeah.
Well, Russell, is there anything else you would like to add? Anything else from your vast knowledge of Conkers?
No, it's just a shame they don't play it more in the schools nowadays. I understand the health and safety rules.
Yeah, unfortunately, isn't it?
You know, it's a bit like them knackers you used to get and swing in the playgrounds. But I'll always have fond memories of Conkers, and every year I actually still go and pick some up every year. Yeah,
that's right. And even after run group, like we're in a run group here, folks, the North South Walk Jog or Run Group, and we found some on Wednesday, didn't we, on our little walk jog around Caistor. Yeah. I think Barbara from our group, she brought a collection through. She was picking some up, and Graham, a couple of the others. You came back with a nice collection. Yep. And with today in mind, and Elliot, as a youngster, will this change your perspective on Conkers in the future, do you reckon? Do you reckon you will have a bit of nostalgia maybe, or thinking, the older generation used to play this a lot. My mum and dad used to like playing this. So will that rub off on you, do you reckon, in the future?
I think it might just do that.
Yeah, it'll be a little special sort of time of the year.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. Well, folks, we're pretty much coming to the end of our podcast. We're going to enjoy our little game. You got anything else to add, Elliot?
Well, that was my first podcast away from the podcast studio.
Yeah, our little back room.
Yeah.
I've heard what you've both had to say.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed it. It was awesome to have a guest on the podcast.
Yes.
We're plonkers for being bonkers about conkers. More importantly, Russell, how did you find the podcast? Please give us a generous score out of 10.
I would give you 8.5, 9. It's really good.
That's not bad.
Good to see that you've shown an interest in something that's in everybody's memory.
That's right.
And long may it continue.
Exactly, and this is just an example. This is like another example of a random subject from everyday life, what we love to chat about. And if anyone has got any comments, folks, or any ideas for the future, please feel free to email us on binsfantastic2022@yahoo.com. And, well, thanks everyone for listening.
Thank you to
Thank
the
you.
listener.
Yeah, let's hope you're all bonkers for conkers as well and have a good game. So, for the moment, it's bye from myself, Dave Clark, and my sister, Elliot. And it's bye from our very special guest, Russell Ray.
Thank you.
And Russell, thank you very much for coming on
No, it's a pleasure.
today. And at the end of the day, let's play Conkers.